We've been sold a lie about success. We've been told that quitters never win, that persistence is everything, that if you just push harder, stay longer, and refuse to give up, you'll eventually break through. But here's the truth they don't tell you. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk away. Not because you're weak, not because you're lazy, but because you're smart enough to recognize when something is no longer serving you. There's a massive difference between giving up and strategically letting go. Giving up is quitting when things get hard because you're uncomfortable. Strategic quitting is walking away when you've gathered enough data to know this path isn't taking you where you want to go. Think about it. Every hour you spend on the wrong thing is an hour you're not spending on the right thing. Every ounce of energy you pour into a dead end is energy stolen from a path that could actually lead somewhere. Opportunity cost is real, and sometimes the cost of staying is far greater than the cost of leaving. The problem is, we've glorified suffering. We've made a badge of honor out of sticking with things that drain us, diminish us, and keep us stuck. We stay in relationships that stopped growing years ago. We cling to careers that crush our spirit. We hold on to business ideas that the market has already rejected. We keep pursuing goals that belong to an older version of ourselves. And we call it dedication. We call it resilience. We call it strength. But real strength isn't just knowing how to endure. It's knowing when to pivot. Strategic quitting requires brutal honesty. It means asking yourself hard questions. Is this still aligned with who I'm becoming? Is this challenge making me better or just making me bitter? Am I staying because I genuinely believe in this? Or am I staying because I'm afraid of what people will think if I stop? That last one is crucial, because so often we stay trapped by the fear of judgment. We've told people about this goal, this relationship, this venture. We've invested time, money, emotion, and now walking away feels like admitting failure. But here's what you need to understand. The only real failure is spending your life on something that doesn't matter to you anymore just to avoid uncomfortable conversations. Your time is finite. Your energy is precious. And every choice you make is a vote for the kind of life you want to build. When you strategically quit, you're not retreating. You're redirecting. You're freeing up resources, time, energy, attention, money to invest in something that has actual potential. Some of the most successful people in the world got there because they had the courage to abandon paths that weren't working. They quit jobs that weren't fulfilling them. They walked away from partnerships that had run their course. They stopped pursuing goals that no longer excited them. And in that space they created, they found what they were actually meant to do. So how do you know when it's time to walk away? Listen to your gut. If you've lost the vision for why you started, if you're only staying out of obligation or fear, if the path forward requires you to compromise who you are, those are signals. Look at the data. If you've genuinely given something your best effort, adapted your approach, sought guidance, and it's still not moving forward, that's information. Not failure. Information. And ask yourself the magic question. If I were starting from scratch today, knowing what I now know, would I choose this? If the answer is no, you have your answer. Strategic quitting isn't about running from difficulty. It's about running toward alignment. It's about having the self-respect to say, this was right for me then, but it's not right for me now. And that takes more courage than blindly pushing forward ever will. So if there's something in your life right now that you know you need to release, give yourself permission. Walking away isn't giving up on success. Sometimes it's the only way to find it. Know when to stay, know when to go, and have the wisdom to tell the difference.